Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Yo, y'all. I'm all my social media down below. I'll link them in the description.
I know money.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy PJ, back at it again. Fortunately, I'm here with my man Meech from Van Buren.
Yes, sir. Gang.
How you doing, man?
Van Buren chain.
Yeah, dude. That's fire. Is it like gold plated or
14K. Yeah.
14?
Yeah. Shout out my boy Takai and Benji. They put me on. They put me on. From
man.
New York. Got my chain in New York.
Okay.
Just know I have to rap about it.
With the butters and the brims.
Yeah. So yeah. I had to pick it up in Tim's.
Oh,
Yeah,
butters.
my God.
But yeah, so what's been going on as of late, man? How you been?
I'm living, man. I'm just surviving through Corona. How about you?
Same here. Trying to survive. Trying to survive. See, my barber doesn't cut up my beard, so I'm just a little.
It's funny you said that. My barber didn't get to cut up he didn't line it up last time I got a cut.
See,
I woke up dumb late. I went to sleep late and I woke up late.
So he was going to originally, but he just decided.
Yeah, he was tired of me. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be there in 20 minutes, bro. I overslept. That was the first time I ever fucked up on an appointment. So I only got a haircut.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fair.
Did he have you wear your mask, or like he was just gonna like, oh?
You have to walk in. You have to walk in with a mask.
Okay.
Cause he's in that like those little fancy salon joints. Yeah, so
Where's that barbershop at?
It's in Manchester, Connecticut.
Jeez.
Yeah. I live in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out there. That's why.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. From Brockton though.
Yeah.
I live in Connecticut.
So,
and I'm not gonna say where because I don't want to be found. Just know.
yeah, so you're from Brockton, like you said.
Yeah.
I know you played sports. You went to college at Elm College. So explain your childhood. Dive deep.
Literally just grew up, Haitian household, immigrant parents, younger sister, older brother. Very family oriented. Just was raised off of just working hard, being diligent, school first. Like it was just every single day, especially with my father. Just showed me how to grind really, and went to a small private school out in Bridgewater. And
What was the name of that school?
I'm gonna just say Neva.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say Neva because I also don't want to give them that clout right there. But it was interesting. Went to school in Bridgewater and was just raised off a lot of principles over there that was interested in private school, and then was just hooping. Fell in love with hooping. I was like 12, 13, and then from there I just went a lot of places. So and was able to. From there it was just literally Ball's life. And
shout out Ball's life.
Literally, no, but they were popping back in that time, and it was just literally Ball, and I would freestyle a lot when I was younger. So that's literally was just what my life was. It was literally Xbox, basketball, music,
awesome.
And then that's just how I grew up. I wasn't really too out here because Brockton's hectic, you know.
Yeah.
Brockton's the dangerous part of the city, so parents always just told me stay at the house and study and then do whatever you do. So that was my outlet, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Before we get into the music aspect of things, I know you just said that you played ball at a small school. Was your team good?
In high school?
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah, that was guaranteed.
Okay.
That was guaranteed. Also, those dudes were trash. The other teams were trash. And at the time, I was just like, I kind of downplayed to their level at times too. But I knew I was playing college ball, even though I never played AAU until later on in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I had a chance to. And
Well, you weren't. I'm assuming you weren't exposed to AAU when you were younger.
I was. It's just my grades weren't great.
Okay.
So my pops was just like, nah, summer school. It was nasty. I remember he sent me to like this community college for summer school, and I didn't learn shit. You know, it didn't do anything for me. But it was just like I guess a lesson. Man, it was trying because I didn't have no phone either.
Yeah.
So I just had to guess on like, all right, he's gonna be here at 5, and you're just outside waiting. You know, and I'm talking when I was like 14, 15. So like I'm already in like my pre-teens, no phone, having to just focus on school because I'm messing up. But I mean, it was a lot of
You got through it,
experiences.
though?
Yeah,
You got through it.
Yeah, that's trying times. Whenever I'm in shit now, I'm in the dumps down. I just think about those times.
Yeah.
Because it was hard. It was a lot.
No, it was, and
know?
But it definitely humbles you, right? It humbles you.
100.
So that's what comes with. So you went to Elm College, like I said before. You played ball there. So how was that like, the atmosphere being at that school?
That one, it was a private college as well, so very small. I love that area. Like to this day, I'm indebted to them. Like I really still wear my rubber band for the basketball team. It's really just Elm's basketball brotherhood. And it's funny because I was a captain, so I like bought these for the team.
Oh, you would like that, like
yeah,
that,
but everybody fucking dumped them. Yeah, like, cause I coach, shout out to Southpaw, but also, you know, it's like fuck them too. Like, it's like a mixture of both.
Why you say that?
Cause it was just a lot of hindrance. You know, it was a hindrance on saying your style was wrong, the way you play is wrong, and you start second guessing everything. And that's not the way you should be moving at all, especially in college. They'll eat you alive. You'll get violated. And it was just like my last year of college. We went from the championship my freshman year. Let me put it like this: the progression went from freshman year you played in the conference championship to make it to the NCAA tournament, and we lost by a point, to my senior year winning 4 games. It was just like a total regression every year.
Was that due to like recruiting?
Nah, it was just coaching styles and players just conflicted.
Damn.
You know, so it wasn't fun at all, and I've wanted to quit many times. Like literally to this day, when I feel moments, I just think about those times. Like I wanted to quit, I wanted to do all that. Like, and I put in 10,000 hours every day, and I just ball. So I just kind of carry that same mentality because I see a lot of similarities with music and ball. And I just kind of carry that over. But it was dope experience. Met brothers for life. I'm still in a group chat with like 6 of them to this day. I utilized one of them in 9-4. My boy Durbin on the second track. He was the soundbite for it. Awesome. You know, there's little things like that. I was wearing my boys' hoodies in the cover on the last EP. That was from college. Yeah. You know, it was little things like that. Like I'm always indebted to those dudes. So it gave me brothers for life. School-wise, I violated that.
What did you major in?
Marketing.
Marketing?
So, haven't even used it yet. Haven't even got to use that degree. So it's just like interesting. Dean's list, all that. Like, I was really the epitome of just like, because I had a really bad high school experience. Yeah. I didn't care about school. So like college came and I was like, all right, let me be everything that I feel like my father wants me to be. But that's literally was my, and also everything I can do to stay play basketball.
Yeah.
So it was just like I went from damn near 2.4 to like college. I was like, all right, I graduated like a 3.6, 3.7.
Jeez.
Like,
I'm trying to get like that now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get
I sacrificed a lot. Like my boys to this day would be like, yo, Meech never went out, you know, shit like that. I was literally just hooping and writing, and I had a relationship, you know. I was just chilling. So and then until my senior year, I broke up. I was like, all right, I'm for the streets. I was immediately to the streets. Like I was like, all right, I enjoyed myself. But my first 3 years, I just remember the OG of mine. Just like, yo, you know, get right in school in the beginning, and then work hard, like play hard later, you know. And you're lit. And senior year was amazing, and I could take that in comparison to. It's hyped. It was also hyped too. College parties was whatever. It was alright.
Does it depend on the school really, or would you just say just?
I went to I was going to UMass. Like Elms didn't do shit. Elms didn't do shit. We would like run over to UMass, Amherst, Mount Holyoke, Smith College. We would just go over there and party. But I didn't do any of that shit. Like literally barely. And even my senior year, I barely did it. I was more so like hovering within.
Yeah, but you were worrying about yourself. So over time, like the OG said, work hard now.
That was it. And I literally hold that to this day because a lot of traumatic shit happened in college. So it was like,
you don't have to dive deep into that.
Nah, because I'm gonna say that for the music. The music solely like is the outlet for that.
So that's the audience, your fans' job to listen to the music.
Yeah. Literally, I was just with my boy Latrell James, and he was just saying like I literally. It was a bar. It was like for consumption only. You know, I don't need to listen to the music. Like it's there. You know, you don't see Frank Ocean going back talk about Blonded every other year. You know, you could barely get anything out of him, and when you do, it's on GQ, right? You know, it's on Rolling Stones. It's on big public platforms, and I hope everybody in VB has their own outlet, but I idolize that secrecy. You know, Bryson Tiller. You know, he's able to just pop out, and everybody's like, oh shoot, he's coming in black. Like those guys, I really do embrace that because it's very traumatic. Like this shit, I'm still trying to like divulge now. You know, I still write now. Like I haven't talked about to this day at my age, at 25. Like it's something that happened to me at 19 that I still can't comprehend fully, you know. So it's just like those things are exactly where I like consider my outlet. So I don't want to give too much.
Yeah, but it makes you who you are.
Right.
It makes you who you are. Like I said, like you
100.
went through it. Just that adversity you had to overcome.
100, yeah.
Right,
There's
so-
way more to come. So that's part of the journey,
man. Like my father always told me, pain is temporary, victory is forever. Right?
That's fire.
So,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's facts.
But so getting into music, your career, what got you into music, man?
Just the little like I guess you could say imprint of my brain was from my cousin from Florida, and it was the blog era where it was like the Asher Roths, Charles Hamilton, Drake, Kid Cudi, AZs, all those people.
So damn, this is way back.
Yeah, you're talking like 2000. I was about like 12.
For me, it's way back.
Right, exactly. For y'all, it'll be different. I know for me, it was like when I was like 15. So you're talking about like the 2011 time frame, high school, and even before that, my older cousin and my older brother, they would bring mad shit. You know, especially my cousin, heavy Lil Wayne fan, heavy Currency fan, and he would just bring new shit every time. I had no phone, so I'm living off of just CDs. You know, burnt CDs to my Xbox 360, like. It was insane.
I remember I was around those times.
Right.
I was around those times before the nanos, before all that. Yeah.
And I was never able to get the new technology, so I just had to live through a CD. I remember finally Famous came out, Big Sean and all that stuff, and like that time frame, like that's what My Beautiful, Dark Twisted, like everything was just insane.
Awesome album.
And classic. And you have mixtapes that are timeless, you know, to this day, and we would freestyle. And I just remembered my cousin, I'm putting their business out there, I don't care. My cousin and my brother, when weed was like taboo, they would just go smoke, be high, and like, then they'll come back like, yo, me, like, yo, D, rap real quick. And then Joey Badass dropped, and that's when I remember that like first moment happened. Because I always freestyled, and then I heard Joey Badass 1999, and he was my age. So it was like, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, this dude rapping like Nas. And I was like, I heard Waves and it was over. So we put up the Waves beat on YouTube, and I remember it was a 25-minute loop, just freestyle, and that was like the spark of just starting to rap, freestyle. And then Mac Miller dropped Kids, and he had a beat called Good Evening. I had a song called Good Evening, fire to this day. And I literally wrote my first verse to that at like 15. And, and it was it's funny, if you like played the beat, I'll probably remember it, but it was trash. But at the time it was golden, you know. So, and from there I did that, but then I kind of was just stopped writing as much, and it was just balling. Like I was just focused on ball, but always listening to music.
Was this around college?
Yeah, high school. So like my junior senior year, I started like, it was just like, I'm doing, it's college or die.
Yeah.
I have to play college basketball or die, literally. If I don't, I'm not going to school. And I would have been kicked out of my house and everything. Like it wouldn't have ended well. So I was just like doing everything for ball, and I didn't write as much, but I had so much outlets for music, and I ended up graduated high school, and when I went to Florida, I went for a year stint to play at prep school. And because I didn't have the grades to get into UMass Dartmouth.
Oh, so you had to do it actually. Okay.
UMass Dartmouth, Fitchburg State, Framingham State. These were all schools that recruited me, and I couldn't go. So I was like, all right. Went to Florida, took my SATs over again. In the meantime, I'm just hooping 24/7, and that was the worst experience of my life. No exaggeration. It was horrific. It was horrific. I was eating. They were serving me uncooked chicken. You know, it was.
How you do that?
Bro, it was a scam. It was a scam.
Oh, wow.
Literally, it's a huge thing, and it ended up being a scam, but also it was a crazy blessing. Cause the first day I moved in, the coach from Elms College was like, "Yo, found your tape. What's your scenario?" And if I told him I was at a community college, I would have been non-existent on his radar. I would have been like, whatever. Like, we need freshmen. We don't need no older guys. We already have older guys. We need young kids. And I was like, yo, I'm in a prep school. And he's like, oh, where? How old are you? I'm like 17. He's like, all right, yo, I just found your tape. It's fire. Like, I'll be in touch, and you know, good luck. Let's see what happens. If you let me know what the scenario is. And I ended up being a scam. Like, the prep school ended up being a scam at the end of the day. And he literally like just went ghost 7 months into the prep school. And I'm asked out now. Literally all the opportunities I had gone. He kind of just took them with him. And luckily I hit up the Elms coach, and just like everything worked out. And I went over there to hoop, and I still wasn't writing. But Good Kid dropped, and I was like, holy shit! like Good Kid and Long Live ASAP.
Oh,
ASAP's
man.
debut. Like that was kind of like.
What's your favorite song on that album, man?
One Train.
Okay.
I mean, one train, because I was a Joey guy, so anything Joey, I was biased at that time. Like, yup, Joey was the one. Goldie and all that stuff, I was like, that's like now I appreciate it more. But I just remember that moment, one train, I was like, nah, I could do this. Like Joey with ASAP, I could do this. Like I was like, I could rap with them, but nah, I'm a hoop, and I always would just push it off.
Yeah.
And those two was literally the moment I started like slowly picking up the pen again, writing a little bit more. Detroit dropped, the first Detroit Big Sean, the tapes. It was the same. So everything just started kind of like firing back up. And then when I went to school, freshman year, it was all ball and just college life. I didn't write anything. But Drake was dropping. 2015 happened.
Yeah, nothing was the same. You had
2015 was the craziest year of all time, like the most progressive year in music history.
Yeah.
And like I was a freshman at that time, so I'm there, and living, got into a relationship my sophomore year.
Okay.
So
you had a little boo thing.
We got Lil John. So Shorty was there, and I just remember certain things being important, like because the internet dropped, and I just remember hearing Telegraph Ave, and I was just like in a relationship. And I was just like, yo, I need to make a song like this. Like, but I never really tapped into it. And then there was just this one day, she was gone, and she went home for a weekend or something. My roommate was gone for a weekend, so it was just me in there. And I heard a beat. And I was like, yo, what is this? I heard it on YouTube. And I just searched type beats. And I wrote like that whole night. It was like 3-4 hours. I was just going through a lot. Like, was just mentally and just like life after college and this relationship and like where it would go and all that stuff. And it sparked something there. So I wrote a lot that summer. I literally got off social media. Like, I didn't access anything. I was working a basketball camp for 3 months in Northampton and was just literally reading and just writing like music and trying to just writing all the time. And it was literally just me in a dormitory in fucking nowhere, in the middle of nowhere, and just figuring myself out. So when that happened, that was a huge jump. But then it all went back to, once I always got back to school, I was an RA, I was hooping, like I just didn't think about it. I was in a relationship, and I was like, all right, I'll make these things prevalent. And then the relationship got more rocky as the more time happened. I hear more music coming out, I'm getting inspired again. But once we broke up, my junior year going to my senior year, literally like 2 weeks before my senior year started, that's when like music became like this. Like my eyes were just open, and I was writing so much that senior year. Ended up once I graduated, I dropped the mixtape. When SoundCloud was somewhat, prevalent.
Swish,
2017.
right? #Swish?
Yeah, literally the worst thing ever.
Why the
I hate
name?
listening to that shit now, but
Why the name though? Is it
ball?
Ball, yeah.
Just an ode to ball. It was an ode to my 8-year journey of literally like basketball was everything, and now it's like it was a weird moment because it was just like you have to move on.
Yeah.
Like you're talking since I was 11 years old to when I graduated at 21, a 10-year process of just every day. Like there was not a day I didn't. Literally, to this day, I came in. It's such a habit. I'm still on that type of tip, but not as much. It's like more music involved. But yeah, it was just 10 years, and I was like, switch it. Let me do an ode to ball being over. Like
you had a little ad-lib.
I had a little highlight moment, right? And I had my relationship. I roughly talked about my relationship on it, and it was just an ode to just college, my 4-year experience, and it's just, I'm off that, it's just that, like, I guess you could say correlation through my art with it, and I was just working in the field of this life, like just working at a business company, and when I was working there, and that was some shit.
9 to 5.
Yeah, that was some shit. Like to this day, there's bad habits that trickle down into my life now that I'm trying to snap, and I can say that was my first encounter to what I guess you could say depression is, and I strayed away from a lot of things. So when Swish happened, I could say that's when music was serious. When Swish happened, and I was like,
I'd say so too.
Yeah. And then it's like once that happened, and I saw Felix, and SoundCloud was popping for him, Weight Off was popping. Ricky was starting to make beats. Luke was coming around a little bit more, and we started just coming to each other's house, just cooking up.
Yeah. So how did you guys end up meeting each other?
So Ricky, Felix knew them from my private school when we were kids.
No, because Luke went to Brockton.
Yeah, exactly. So they met all those guys like Giles, E.T., Luke, Brockton High. Okay. So
you and Ricky and Lord, you guys.
Oh, we known each other since we were like sandbox.
Wow.
So I know with Felix how connected he went to Brockton High. I was still in high school. So we were always still chopping it up, and then he was talking about, yeah, meet my friend Giles, meet my friend Mo, meet my friend Shelby, and he started connecting with them. And at the time, Ricky was with E.T. and Luke, but way more, Luke a lot more at the time, and their connection was E.T. was in a video. If you go on like Luke's video Dreams, from like 4 or 5 years ago, E.T.'s in it. So they were dumb cool. E.T. and Luke were like this, and Luke and Ricky were like that. So then they all intertwined. So it was kind of separated, right? And then when we were over here, Phil was making music for real. Like he was tapping into it, and me and Giles were just kind of like in the motions of just it.
Wasn't like Giles like a manager?
He was a blogger.
He's a blogger.
He was a blogger. So he had a blog, local blog that was popping. Like he was interviewing like Abia, J Rock. Like it was dope. He had like a shorty interview all Young Thug when they were all coming by Boston and Lace. Like he was able to get a lot of good solid people at that time.
So look to Giles, man.
Yeah, bro. Very well. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff. So, and we just kind of grew through that. Going to Boston a lot, I always have those times because ball, you're in it for 7-8 months, and then you have the opportunity to finally go to Boston for a weekend because we're not having practice. So then I'll go take the South Station, take the Peter Pan. I'm in the city. They're at school. They're at college, so we would just go into the city and just chill, and we grew there. And then, let alone Van Buren was made through them, and I didn't join until like a year or two later of it existing.
Okay. So yeah, when was that? Like, you remember the year of it, like ever forming specifically?
When Swish happened, like 2-3 months after, in like 2018, they were like, "Yo, welcome to the VB." I'm like, "Oh, all right, thanks guys." Like, and it was just kind of happened because at the time, it was like Felix, Giles, and a couple of other local artists, and Mo and Shelby. So I wasn't involved until 2018, and then that's when like, all right, we were cooling, and then Ricky started producing heavily, and then Luke started tapping into his music more. So once that started happening, we all collided. It just maturation is insane, man. It's just, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So it kind of happened randomly. Even though I remember Luke, I'm in sophomore in college, coming back to Brockton for a show, and Luke's like 15, 14, and Giles is like, "Yo, I got this guy. I got this kid. He's next. He's different. He's next." I said, "Yeah, all right." And he played, and I didn't think he was like that at the time. It was funny because I was like, he all right. He sounded like another Joey. I ain't moved. And then he was in there getting like lifted in this small ass room, like he was just rapping. And I just remembered he was on he's always been just a rebellious dude. So he was just in there like, we some new slaves, and just lifting them up in the air. He's crowd surfing. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, you think you're nice? It was little things like that. And it's a crazy to know moment like that to then where we at now. So it's beautiful when you just kind of like it's all about the love, man. It's just all about the love, the art, and trusting your brothers and knowing that, okay, he's a good fit for us. Same thing with E.T. because E.T. was just randomly putting out SoundCloud stuff, and then Ricky's like, yo, he did a voiceover on a song called Mandela that was dumb hard, and he put it in the chat one day. I don't know, Ruben's put it in our chat. He's like, yo, this Biko. He went by Biko at the time. He's like, this Biko guy's nice.
He didn't say that during it?
Yeah, I'm giving gems. I don't care if they hate. Yo, he's like Biko. I'm like, oh, Biko John, all right, I bet. And then we look, and it was fire. And he kept on dropping Lucy after Lucy on SoundCloud that was just going stupid. And we were just like, yeah, let's put him in it, like just like that. It's all reference. Like Ricky's like, yo, he's hard. All right, bet. Boom. So and that's exactly how we'll continue working from here on out. Like that's just pure spiritual sense. Like, yo, he's fire. I think he fits. Boom. I think she fits. Boom. And we go from there. Producing. Same thing with producing. So it all makes sense when we continue to build this empire, and it's gonna happen naturally. Yeah. I don't want anything to be forced.
And honestly, like when you hear Van Buren Records, I don't even view it as record label. I view it as more so a brotherhood.
Right.
You see you guys on social media all the time linking together. It seems as the camaraderie is real, man. So.
It is very, and the hope is we can be able to just stray away from the aim is to be Dreamville TDE. Like that. Okay. It's Van Buren. You're not gonna say TDE Records. You don't do that. No. At some point in time, you just want it to be VV Van Buren.
Yeah. And I refer to that.
Right. That. And that's dope. And I hope that it could get to more of the masses that exact way.
You hear that?
Facts.
Van Buren, not Van Buren Records.
Van Buren VB. Like it's just an entity. It's just a thing. Just how you say Kanye.
You see the chain?
And yay.
You see the chain?
Facts. Facts. That's the goals. So. and we're gonna get there. It's just patience and just continuously put in the music first, put the art first, and give something that's timeless every time.
Yeah,
that's
you sure are doing that. I
can
refer to a lot of songs.
Yeah, and it's not even close to just what will come later on, and that's something I can enjoy.
That's scary
for
man.
Sure. Yeah, it's just
as a listener, like I'm not saying like scary as in like
right,
but like scary as in like damn, like you guys are just starting. You know,
there's a lot of shit there's a billion demos just sitting in the studio that's never gonna come out. You know? And they're definitely better than a lot of things that are out right now from other artists in other areas and things that are getting buzz. So it's just like everything happens on your own accord and just put in the 10,000 hours and we're to Latrell and just keep on pushing and that's it.
You never know. You never know. But to hop into your next album, 94, 94, excuse me, 94. So I'm guessing that the title is influenced to your birthday.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of the original. It's it's a little ode to that.
Okay.
But in that time, I felt like the reasoning to it is just reincarnation. Like it's also gratitude. Like I'm alive.
Yeah.
Like an ode to just being alive. Like because I had the darkest thoughts. The darkest thoughts during that time frame. And it was stuff like that.
Yo, it's good, bro. Time to you talking. Can I get a feature real quick?
Sure. Yeah, what's up?
Yo, I'm on my social media down below. I'll link them in the description. Jamani DH for Instagram, for Snapchat, blah blah 8760.
Here you go, gang.
What's your name, my man? What's your name?
Yeah,
what's your mask? I wouldn't even say that. I would say we're a media platform.
Fuck the mask.
It's
Nah, you gotta wear the mask, bro.
Fuck the man.
So right now we're at 150.
What's your mask?
150, yeah.
Fuck the man.
You gotta wear the mask, bro. You gotta be healthy.
I'm at
1,000.
I'm at like 300 right now.
300.
How you gonna do that? You gonna do that, but do you know about Van Buren? That's nuts. You talk about someone that's living in the house, bro.
He's from out here.
He's from out there too. You talk about TikTok. You gotta show love to the game.
Come on now. Listen, bro. Listen to
Yes, sir.
Trying to fix smooth paper, bro. Listen to Van Buren, man. What y'all trying to do?
I'm gonna touch I'm touching it, bro.
I'm on West Chestnut. West Chestnut Street.
I'm from Clifton.
Okay, heard you.
Where you from?
Well, Southside. Let me just put it like that. Southside Brockton.
What street?
Nah, chill.
You can't say.
I can't say, bro.
I'm from Barry Street.
Okay.
Barry
I'm gonna
Street,
tell you.
Boston.
You talk about TikTok and all that. Just put Van Buren Records. That's all I'm gonna say.
Type it in, bro. Type it in.
All I'm gonna say.
I'm
I don't remember what I was saying.
DT, I'm from Brockton.
Facts. We say it all the time. I say on new house parties, nigga, I'm from Brockton.
Yeah, dude. But so yeah, 9-4, right? So you already mentioned the inspiration behind it. So explain the process of coming out with that compared to releasing Swish. The process of that.
It was drastic because I had more of a direction. The Swish was just really raw. I'm gonna call that a tape to me. Because I don't really have an album, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't have an album yet, and that's a tape, and it was just kind of a practice run. And then 9-4 was I approached it like it's an album, and it's art piece, from the cover art to just the naming to the amount of tracks, the time, everything was it's a perfect. If you're really just in a certain space, a dark space, hence the way it's done and it's created, the cover art's created, you're gonna feel it. So my approach was just to create a moment in time that is literally my kind of I guess you could say piece, my Picasso piece to blueprint.
Yeah.
Everything else from here on out. 9-4 is exactly that, and kind of paint everything from here on out in my catalog that way. That was literally the one thing I could be all right, if I show that to Drake. If he told me to play something for Drake, I could pull that up with confidence. With Swish, I'm not playing that for nobody. I just know how it wasn't.
Swish wasn't bad. I was listening to it. It wasn't bad.
And that's the thing. I've heard a lot worse shit, but I just know what I could do.
Yeah. And no matter you see that in anything. I feel you. For instance, I look past in my past interviews. I'm like, dude, what was I doing?
Right. It's growth, and it's beautiful to see that, and I can gauge for sure. And the same thing with 9-4. So. And it's gonna not even be close to anything I've done, even from my last EP from here on out, from mixing and everything. And the involvement I have due to just learning a bit more, has been huge since 9-4, because 9-4 still was just the essence of just being a rapper.
Yeah.
In comparison to not being involved as much in the mixing process. Like I remember I sent those stems to just an engineer, and he did it without my supervision. You know, but now I'm in there every step of the way.
You'd be like, oh, no,
very
I
picky.
want this in.
Yeah, very picky.
Good. I mean,
So-
that's not bad because that's what comes out. Like that's what makes the music.
Yeah,
The music
yeah,
it is. You know,
yeah.
that's what makes it you.
It's gonna be time, and it's timeless.
Yeah.
I just know people still show love to this day. You know, and that was dropped in April last year. You know, so it's like 3-4 years from now, it's undefeated. I can just know where it's gonna be at, and everyone's gonna be a new listener. I've gained new listeners that found that to be
having
new.
me.
Right,
You having
right,
me.
and you found it later than when it dropped. So, and that's the purpose, and it's beautiful. So,
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
man. My next question would be when you say about like you know how the people listen like to your music and all that stuff. Do you think it's important a piece to the audience or more so a piece to yourself? Meaning like if you were to put out a music, you just love that song, so you're just gonna put that out instead of it. Oh, maybe this is not what the people are rocking with, so
Right.
I'm not gonna put it out. type of
it's
thing.
tough because sometimes you got to politic. I just remember this guy, Crazy Rich Asians comedian, said I think his like name's like Richie Chang or something like that. I might have butchered his name, Brian, something like that.
Brian Chang. Yeah, I know
Brian
you're talking.
Chang,
I know you're talking.
right?
About.
And he was just stopping the gym. He's like, "Yo, I want my goal is to have a Netflix special." And when he was talking to somebody in the industry, he's like, "Yo, if you want Netflix level type of art, you have to cater sometimes to that next level type of art game." So it sucks, and there's times you have to play the game. There's sometimes you have to coerce yourself into jumping into a feature that's outside of your lane and outside of your pocket, even though it might be trash in the grand scheme of your art,
Yeah.
of your personal preference. So like I could say like a Thief, I've seen what it's done for like listeners wise and like streaming wise and stuff, but I also know like when I heard that beat, I knew where I saw it more like I can get this placed in like a TV show.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so those are things I can understand. I'll make art sometimes if it's for that, and that's my intentions because this is something I want to do forever. So for the majority of my life, I want to be involved in this game and find a way to get in and create an outlet for myself to be able to get out as well. So I don't want to just be rapping until I'm 50. So it's like I know there's songs that will get me onto my goal is to get onto like an Insecure. You know, have a song get on Insecure, and I know there will be a record that you'll probably hear and be like, I guess, and maybe time goes by, you love it, but regardless, just know it's calculated. And then there is 99% of the time I'm making what I desire.
Good.
So,
For me, I think that's,
yeah.
in my opinion, I feel like that's important.
Right.
That's important. You put out the music that you want to put out because you love it. Right.
Right. And
That's the only thing you do.
And that's why I hope new artists, people who are coming up, and they creating. Everybody's just on this one sound right now, and that's not it. You know, everybody's jumping on that melodic trap.
Speaking of that, man,
So,
how important is it to be versatile?
very, very, and I hope people listen to outside genres, like musically. Like you have to listen to outside genres. I haven't personally been inspired by stuff that I've seen in hip hop and rap the last couple months, and like really like makes me get up and like contemplate life. You know, it hasn't happened in a minute. So I just hope everybody listens to different genres. There's so many dope artists in overseas and in alternative and worldwide music and funk and pop. It's insane. Electronic. It's not even close.
Yeah.
So it's just I hope people can jump into those things and still artistically and be able to grow with their own sound, because I'm tired of this.
Hearing the same old thing.
Yeah, especially that's the
That's what I
forefront.
hate.
They're getting on Billboard. That's the goal for VB. You see us one day on a magazine or an interview with so and so. That's the hope.
I've said this off camera, man. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, and I can agree with you on that as long as we keep the main thing. You know, and people come and go, and assistance and want to help the brand grow. It's just about knowing who's the right person. You
Yeah.
know, and luckily I have people to consult, but as time goes by, I know I want to meet more people, consult with more people to be able to make the right decisions and make the
Yeah.
right moves for especially VB as a whole too.
Exactly.
So it reflects what I do on them as
Yeah.
well. You know.
I know for you, you've done a lot of performances. You performed at the Boston Music Awards. You also performed at Sony and Oberon, if I'm saying that correctly.
Oberon, yeah, Oberon, I believe,
okay.
yeah,
Oberon.
I believe,
Yeah. So I mean, how has that been performing on stage?
I miss it for sure, because I dropped the EP and I want to see how it sounds, but at the same time, that there was a time frame where it was just a lot. So being too accessible was a thing to me. I'm curious about at times, and having everything slow down. And now, for the most part, probably we move towards live streaming until sometime end of next year. Maybe we'll see a concert. Who knows? Like normally, but
Crazy.
Yeah, for real. And I just know when those moments, like the House of Blues moments, like there's a huge jump.
Oh yeah, because of Stiz. Yeah, let's not forget about that.
Yeah, Stiz's joint, that shit was nuts. So you see a huge jump from Oberon to House of Blues, and then once you see those two, who you associate with, from the engineer, from the producers, from the people who are like performing on the stages, it's like two different things. So I remember being at like Oberon, we're doing a show for Cliff Notes. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he's someone from Boston, and he's at the show. And he's chilling, and we were there, and it was just like, we're getting mics. We have a stage in the back. And I'm like, oh, this is dope. This is fire. And at House of Blues, it's a level where they just throw you in a room. And it's like, wait, this room's for us? You know, is this for us and stuff like that? And I'm just chilling. I'm like, all right, like, we here. And we had catered food. You know, you got like grapes and like cheese here and there. And I'm like, yeah. So it's a huge jump between those two platforms and those two areas. And I hope, like, the biggest thing I see is that post-corona, post-corona, you see a little bit of a shift in more intimate spaces popping.
Yeah, man. Y'all been doing your thing. I seen that somebody was so happy to get a photograph from you. It was off of Instagram. It was like somebody tagged you in a picture and you were signing autographs.
That exists?
Yeah, that exists, man.
I'll
show you a video picture afterwards.
I don't remember.
Wait, quick question before y'all continue speaking.
What's up?
Do you have $1 by any chance?
$1?
Yes.
I wish I did, bro.
I need a beverage.
I'm sorry, man.
You been playing ball all day or something? Is that why you tired?
Yeah, I wish I could give you cash. The world's not on cash.
Cash App.
Credit.
I wish.
Cash App. Wish.
Apple Pay.
Oh, you want an Apple Pay? I sent you 2 bills.
Okay.
What's your Cash App?
I don't use Cash App.
Oh my God, then it's a dub.
I don't have a credit card on Cash App.
That is a dub, bro. I can get you.
Then you can't send me you can't let me use text it to me on Apple Pay.
But how's that? I don't have Apple Pay. That's crazy.
No, you know how when you first set up your iPhone, you know how you first set up your iPhone and they ask you, do you want to set up Apple Pay?
Just go, man. Because honestly, yeah, we got some stuff.
Oh, goodies.
Yeah, we got a little.
Yeah, bro. I
goodies.
wish I could give you bread. I got nothing for you, man. You got a couple people ask them.
Yeah, see what's up with your boys. Be like, yo, give me
Yo,
$1.
Tariq, you got bread? Can you bring me to the store and buy bread?
It's like a New England Patriot.
Chill. I ain't a Pats fan.
Oh, dude, I can't work with
either
you
way.
right now.
Either way, though.
I can't work with you right now.
Either way.
You're not a Pats fan or a Celtics fan? How about Bruins?
Tom Brady, that guy, though.
Red Sox?
I care less about them. I got a Red Sox hat, though.
No worries. We're gonna get off topic of music. So, you know, I randomly seen a tweet of yours. It was nothing crazy. It just said hashtag Laker Nation. Yeah, what's up with that? You're a Laker fan?
Of course.
Oh God.
Of course, man. Rest in peace, Kobe, man. The man.
Yes, rest in peace, Kobe. Don't get it twisted, all right? Rest in peace, Kobe. But listen, you're from here. You're from here. Like, dude.
I'm not attached to it, man. I'm not attached to it.
Are you a Patriots fan?
It doesn't represent me.
Are you a Patriots fan?
They don't represent me.
Dog,
it's like the only there's a couple players that I always love. Like Paul Pierce represents me, but Paul Pierce is from Cali. Like,
okay,
you know, there's something about that LA grit.
Don't do that. You can't do that.
It is. It's true.
You can't do that. You can't pull a Paul Pierce card. He played for us for as long as I can remember.
He got stabbed. That's my guy.
He's a Boston-born dude. I count that as.
I know. I see what you're saying. I mean Pierce is literally. I grew up on Pierce. Like I said, I grew up on Pierce, Kobe, and JJ Redick got Duke. Like that's literally all I got. So that's my first encounter with ball and seeing him play, man.
Yeah.
It's just and seeing the gold, the purple and gold, everything just made sense.
Yeah.
For me, cause I like color and white and green.
Showtime,
it's pretty
man.
solid.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I can't blame
and
you.
You hear things like that in documentaries. Add to it. Like
yeah.
I said, Magic
the
Johnson.
Kobe lob,
right.
the Shaq.
Right. And then
that's still iconic. I give you that.
81. Like you just can't ignore. And it's just I wish I was there for all those times. So I'm gonna go to a Lakers game one day and
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, all these things. Trust me, I'm on every train. But that's the good and bad of being a Lakers fan because it was bad for like 7 years. You know, I had to take that to the chin and take all that hate.
I know. I've seen a lot of like tweets.
Yeah, me and Giles ain't never see eye to eye. Yeah.
Giles,
I was laughing yesterday because the Raptors brothers are Vita.
You know what? That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
All right.
That was hilarious.
0.5 seconds. And you're still able to get the ball off. Okay,
Man,
I'm not
it's
even
comedic,
gonna.
man.
I'm not even gonna. It's okay though.
Welcome to the
Do you
game.
think they're gonna win this year, the Lakers?
Yeah.
Wrong
yeah.
answer. Wrong
yeah,
answer.
Yeah, watch.
Wrong answer.
Remember I said this. I
Wrong
want you to
answer.
clip it.
I didn't want to hear that answer. You know,
When
Boss
the
is gonna take it, right? You know, Boss is gonna take it.
They got the contenders. The contenders. I'll give you that. But I want you to make sure that I better see on your story you snip this out. Lakers are gonna win the 2020 NBA Finals, and then you snip it out like, wow, this man.
I'm gonna literally send you
Meech.
my story, and I'm gonna tell you, yeah, no, the Celtics won, and then you're gonna be like,
I'll respond, but you got that.
okay,
That's what I'm gonna say.
is that a deal?
Yeah,
Alright.
I take my losses like a man.
A few moments later.
Boo!
But to get back on the topic of music, man. So, how would you explain your style?
I would say it's very transparent, feel emotional, authentic. It could be aggressive. You know, it varies. But I would say if anybody's trying to conscientiously get high, get a conscientious high, play my shit. That's the best way to put it. A conscientious high is the best way. Just the feeling that you get if you're smoking, you meditating.
So it's like vibe-ish?
Yeah, it's very vibe-ish, and I feel that you lull a listener into production, and you sprinkle gems, you know, and you make it very clear, you know, what the message is. And I've always been about certain things, you know, being black, being pro ownership, being, you know, pure love, like putting love first in everything. It takes a lot for me to hate somebody. So it's like those are the things I kind of really want to see the universe shift more and more so too, and it's happening, and I know VB for sure can be the leaders of that movement, you know, bringing conscientious type topics in writing, but mixing it into just classical timeless production, because everybody will do it like on some boom bappy stuff, but that can only go so far, you know, and you see someone like a Freddie Gibbs, he had to live and then die in that sound, and for decades to be able to get where he's at, to build the catalog he has, and now you can't deny him. But that's what he believed in, the Alchemist and Madlib type sound. I get it. But now we're creating something of our own. So I'm dying on a Ricky Felix production. I'm dying on a Stash the Way production, on a Latrell James production. If I one day get a TY production, you know, there's so many producers on a local scheme I could get to. So, like there was a tweet Ken Trinida put out that was very interesting to me, and he was just like, yo, everybody's getting these easy placements, but me, Sango, and for someone else, like, we're not getting any of that. You know, we're not getting these huge production placements. But then at the same time, there's so many artists like I know they could work with on a local scale like us that you could break an artist through. Yeah. And that is more of a win to me. So I really hope that my art and my work sounds like Meech, and it doesn't. I hate the idea of bloggers like, oh, he sounds like Playboy Cardi had a kid with Kendrick. I'm like, what?
Like, how can you have a kid to then translate to music?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because initially they weren't into music because they were kids.
Right.
They were born. That's another topic.
That's another topic, man.
Okay.
That's another topic. It gets deep. It's a rabbit hole. Yeah. So hopefully that could get to people like you go to Meech for a certain reason. Yeah. And that's my hope. So
you would say that more so like like we talked about before, versatility is everything, right?
Yeah.
But like, what do you mean by, like, elaborate on just the aspect of like, oh, when you get a certain feel, you listen to Meech, because versatility is everything, right? Yeah. There's different types of styles of music. There's an upbeat type of style, and there's that low beat, like that vibe-ish type of thing. So, like, yeah, just elaborate on that. Like, when should they listen to you? Because you say conscientious.
I mean, I would say it all the time to get out the street.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to
get that out. Trying to get out the hood. So I be all the time, but in reality, I cater everywhere. Because I'm inspired at any time of the day, you know, morning and night. So, and you will notice it. That's the best way I could put it. Like you will know when to listen to the music, because I know. Like, I know why. It's gonna be purposely put this type of production there for a reason. Yeah. And I just think versatility goes along with. When I say versatility, I'm just saying progressive sounds. Okay. So when I say swish, has no relation to 9/4 in the sense of sounds. It's not even close.
So just growth.
Absolutely. And that's why I call it versatility, or you could just be on your Griselda shit. You know, you could absolutely just say, you know, fuck the norm. I'm gonna just spit 80 bars over this looped hard ass beat, and you're gonna feel my pain and those are grown men, and I feel them because they're pushing an initiative and an agenda that's like, as a man you stand firm in your beliefs. So that's why Griselda could work, and I know for VB, us being in our 20s, early 20s, and it's just like, okay, we have to create something that's for our demographic, but also is timeless and can break through because of our vernacular skills for an older person to be like, oh, you listen to that gibberish, and then when they finally listen to it, they're like, oh, it's fine. He knows what he's talking about. So, and I base that off of my cousin, my older cousins, and like they'll be like, yo, you on to something, and they're like 42, they're 41, telling me like, you on to something, you doing something, and I'm like, all right. So that's where I really hope the versatility comes from, because if you're just gonna pertain to 16, 24-year-olds, they do that melodic trap shit. The thing that sucks is that you had all those kids that just walked by, they didn't even know what Van Buren is. And that's a very important thing. My house is literally 5 minutes away from here, and these kids don't even know what Van Buren is. And we open up for someone like a Stiz, who's considered a Boston legend. You know what I'm saying? And they don't even know that. Under their nose, right here. Yeah. So, and they're gonna listen to, shout out Lil Baby. I fuck with Lil Baby, but after that, I really don't see anybody that's like doing something that's progressive for the music game. They're not gonna listen to those guys. They're gonna listen to some bullshit.
That, man? So, like, my question would be like more so like, why? Like, what does it take to get Boston musicians, artists known in the mainstream level side of things?
Man, that's tough, because I always agree with someone like E.T. and Luke could give you a better answer than I can give you right now, because they'll give it. I don't waste my time thinking on that, because I'm just like, yo, we just have to build something here.
It does bother you though. I can tell it does bother you.
Of course, because it's like you want to build something here so they believe in it. But the thing is, like, those dudes that make that music for you, they don't care about your well-being. Like, they literally don't. They're telling you pop Perkies and Adderall and fentanyl and all these things. And I know everybody has drug addictions, don't get me wrong. Like, Sylvia's demo is something I fuck with heavy, and it's mostly about drug addiction and suicide. I get it.
But that was his life.
Right, and that was his life, whereas not yours. I'm not inflicting that on you. Like, he wasn't trying to convert me into a believer, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's the thing. People make shit, like, very therapeutic, right? And they just say melodies. They give you ABC melodies. So it's easy for young kids here to listen to. They give you A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I just popped a perky. Alright, I love it. And it's just like easy on the ears. I'm just like,
even a musician like you look at that, you're like, dude,
Free clout. Yeah, I only need free clout. Like,
did you get your Bev?
Yes, I got my Bev.
Okay, good. Alright.
Yeah, and free clout. Y'all make sure y'all add me on TikTok. Splash 798.
Make sure you follow my man on TikTok. Really, he's trying to come up,
bro. They gonna follow
you.
Yeah, bro. I have like 500,000 views, bro.
I bet.
And I'm verified on Instagram, so.
Okay, shoot. See, you need to follow him now,
bro. You see, bro. You see, and you see the shift, man. You see the shift. This adds to my argument. I see that, and I'm like, all right, I gotta make music. Because I'm just like, that's not it. That's not it. And it's just like, it's a great kid. That's a great kid. And it's just, but at the same time, he's being led astray. Yeah. So I'm willing to die on this cliff. Everybody in VB is willing to die on this cliff of what we're creating. Because E.T. would give you a song like FBI, and people be like, okay, this is just something. But it's like, if you're digging deep, you know what it's about. I have a song like Trust. You know what's it about? R&B. It's like, it sounds hard, but it's about being rich and broke. And it's about losing money. It's about having bread.
So what? Dude, you say that, right? So what is the main issue? Do you think it's more so people not listen to the words, and just more so the beat?
Well, it's a lot of labels and just the gatekeepers, man. The gatekeepers are gonna co-sign. I always respect legends. Like, I respect people who create sounds. Like, Pop Smoke was creating a sound, but then Pop Smoke's also telling these kids, like, pull up the Addy and I'm gonna slide and pop it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that doesn't make it fun either. That doesn't make it fun either.
Y'all seen that?
What?
Y'all seen what I just did?
Nah, man.
Yo, recording me real quick.
Chill, we gotta finish this
up. We gotta finish the interview. Don't worry, we'll get
after. Get your 10 seconds of fame after.
We'll get some B-roll. Don't worry.
But yeah, it's just like.
Is it voice recording?
Yeah, it's still recording. All right, we're good. Don't worry.
Yeah. So it's, I just see certain things like that, and sonically, producers are tapping into what's hot right now. So it's easy to digest, and you can take of that. I just pop the perky. Don't get me wrong, I like fuck with that music too, but I'm also grown enough.
You're not messing with what they're saying. You're messing with the flow.
Right. And that's the thing. And I see this is just a narrative that's gonna continue growing. But real art will always win. Authenticity will win at the end of the day, right? We're talking about trying to make it to pimp. You know, we're not talking about making some quick shit that's hot for 2 years.
Because then it just goes.
Right.
You see it all the time.
All the time, bro. They just showed the other day someone Silent Hill, like that made Watch Me Whip.
Lil Pump.
And he got arrested, 2 days ago off of just having a machete in his girl's crib. You don't want a hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not chasing no Billboard hit. That's not what I like. That's not what it's about.
It's bigger than that, man.
Very, very. And we're gonna grow this cult fan base, this cult following, and be able to just really have authenticity in the outlet. Because I seen what ASAP Mob created. I saw what Our Future created. But we talking about longevity now. So then you see Our Future, and there's a lot of artists that you probably not checking on like that anymore. I'm not checking up on them. There's a lot of artists in that collective I'm not checking up on. And you see guys like a Taco on a Lil Dicky show on FX. You know what I'm saying? That's serious shit. So it's like that's the outlet you want to make, because you want to be in this moment and you finesse you out. ASAP, you see a Ferg and a Rocky. Rocky doesn't. They don't even look at Rocky for music anymore now.
It's fashion.
So
you think that's important, like not just being in music, but also branching out to other things involving pop culture?
Very. Because pop culture, we the culture. So it's like you have to change the narrative and shift it, and by doing that, you manipulate the algorithm. Yeah. And it's like we talk about it all the time. It's just like manipulate. We're just gonna continue to manipulate the algorithm and really fool a listener into understanding, like, wait a minute, he's talking about this, like,
talking about some real stuff.
He's talking about some real shit, and you get confused, and because we also
that's your mindset, dude.
Yeah. So that's gonna be the wave for the next decade, new decade we're in. So
I would say you fooled me too. Be honest with you.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Like, I'm not saying it as a bad thing, because I do appreciate the work of art.
Right.
But in reality, like you said, like the flow, the beat, it all twines in together. But in reality, there's a deeper meaning because of the lyrics.
Right. Because I would put, out of all my records, I'll put a Trust and like play Trust in the club with fooling them. Because like a Trust, I went with a purposeful cadence to be like, all right, you can play this at the club, play this with your girl in the car, smoking weed, and you just like, okay, you bopping to it. And I was like, Giles, I need you to give me 32 bars of your life, like, and he's just like, all right, bet. And I have hands down probably one of the best verses he's ever wrote, because it was real shit. He cried, like writing that shit. He cried when we were doing some shit. That's why I knew I was doing something right when we were performing. And he just thought about his boy that passed, because that record was just meaningful to him. But then it's the shift, like that's the shift that you want to have. Yeah, very, very. Rest in peace, home to brother, because it's just like that's impactful on the Giles. And when he pushes and makes his art, you'll feel that in there. Mm-hmm. So it's just like it's a simple game to manipulate what the Matrix is, right?
But it's a bigger meaning than that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think when people get confused when you say manipulation, it's like more so of a
negative they're thinking like manipulate, now give me your money.
Exactly, but it's more than that.
It's not that.
It's more than that. Right. But I'm hoping people understand where you're coming from with that when you say that. But we're gonna hop into your latest EP, right? So I'll be back soon, I promise. So are you leaving Massachusetts? Is that what
I did theoretically, but it's really just it was more so. Just to say, I made a huge decision in my life, and it's just now I'm in the space and time of just study, self-reflection, growth. So that
is this a relationship we talk?
No, even it's way bigger than that. So it's just like this decision, this lifestyle, this thing I desire and I want. I need all the space to be able to have to myself, to grow, and just then I'll be back. I'll be back with new art, new piece, new merch, new stuff, just new. This is just like I am a person, so I want it to be felt through my art and through my eyes, through my visuals, and that takes a lot of studying and a lot of time. So and a lot of practicing and experimenting and failing. So. That was just like kind of an ode to be like, I'll be right back. Here's 4 records, and also it's just like a reference to a shorty too. It's like, yo, I'll be right back. I'll be back, and I say that a lot. I'll be back. I'll be right back. And sometimes I like suck at texting, little things like that. It's just like a play on that too. Yeah. So that was just the focus. It was just very centered on I'll be back, my love, my dear. I promise. I'm just going through something. Yeah. So I'll figure it out. That's the hope.
Right. Yeah. So it's a 6-song EP, right?
This last one?
This last one is 6 songs.
I did 4. I did 4 this one.
Cool.
I did 4. Yeah.
So was there a shorter process making this EP?
Nah, that's the thing. That's the crazy thing. It's just I had it for these 4 records like it was like within like an 8 months, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these were songs that were just kept in the vault to then be.
Yeah, for sure. So that was so it's just the time was right. The album is nowhere near where I want it to be. So let me just give something for the moment. And if time goes by again and I still don't feel like the album is there, I'll just do something again. But the intent is different already. I can already see the intent. It's so different. So it'll have its own purpose, own sound, own concept, and go from there.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. That's what's up. So we're gonna get into just off of music, right? I know you added New Balance. What's up with that? What's going on?
I'm just trying to manifest a deal. I'm trying to manifest a deal. They work with a lot of artists, more specifically Jack Harlow and like Jada Smith. They work with them heavy.
Yeah.
And they tapping into the community, tapping into the art, the culture, and I know they need. I just see it. I'm like, they're missing me. They're missing me. They need someone like me in there. And like
confidence you need.
OD, and it's just like I feel it. It's just naturally like I never wore New Balances until like last year. So I just started, bro. It's just I started shifting it, and I was naturally feeling it. I'm like, yo, this style is like very neutral, smooth, sleek, and just them. I don't see this looking like Nikes. Like it's just no comparison. It's just New Balances doing their own thing. So, and everybody's copying Yeezys now. You know, everybody's copying them too.
The dad shoe.
Yeah, right. And I'm like, all right, I get it, but they just have a slogan. Like the slogan's like follow no one. I feel that. Like it's just things that I really relate to. How they work with Kawhi, like Leonard, who's a quiet guy, they market him perfectly. Like, so I feel like they're very good with marketing people who have secrecy at the top of their list.
Yeah.
And that's something I love. So
exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna manifest it. If literally no bull, I might have to. You about to make me just find some person at New Balance. Like, yo, can we talk
for real? I mean, hey, shout out New Balance if you're watching this, right?
Facts. No
that's
bull.
if. That's if,
right? So we'll see.
But dude, like honestly, like my background knowledge of New Balance, I love sneakers. Like I'm a sneaker lover to death.
Right.
New Balance, the material, the comfort, all around, just the excellent quality shoe. The prices maybe something, but in all reality, I think that a lot of people, I won't even say a lot of people are sleeping on them. The sneaker lovers know what I'm talking about. Where I'm going with this. But in reality, it's just like one of those things. Like, do you rely on that or just the hype, right?
Right. And I think the hype is gonna start coming right back soon. I mean, you see it. That shoes is the thing. It's like, all right. So at some point in time, you see Kawhi sign with them, you're like, all right, something's going on over there.
Exactly.
So clearly there's gonna be more movements from NBA players over there to normalize it. Just like Puma, it's like it's those two, they're gonna skyrocket. So and I see the vision early, so I'm just like, all right, I want to find any.
I know you feel like
yeah. I literally just like I'm telling you, whenever that day comes, whenever that day exists, like
it will, not whenever it will.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm just be like, yo, I said that shit. if that day happens and then y'all at me, I'm like, facts.
Spoken into existence.
Facts,
Spoken into existence. All right, so we're gonna hop into. Okay, so I found an Instagram post you posted 7 days ago. You might know where I'm referring to with this. I feel like it was a very powerful message.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So, you know what you said. So what was the message that you were trying to get across? Because I don't think even people that are probably know what I'm talking about understood what you were meaning.
I'll summarize it because I don't want to give too much. But
you don't have to.
It was just, and then don't take people end up listening to it. Don't take it the wrong way. The search for your peace of mind is overrated. That's the best way I could put it.
Why you say that?
The best, really long story short, is you go crazier. You go crazier for something that's already in you. It's already inward. It's already there. Like so. Wow. So I rather you. My advice to that was just stay silent, and it shall come to you. Stay silent, and it shall come to you. Because I remember just so many times I was trying to fit in, and trying to find that peace and being accepted, and being
let alone you already had it in you.
It's literally, and it's like you don't.
That's crazy.
Very.
I never thought of it that way.
And now it's just trying to make sure you stay that way because. Like you go with the tears, and then now you see probably someone that you might think you're better than getting complex or something, and you're like, "What do they do?" And then you try to steal it.
So it's more self-comparison. You try don't compare yourself.
Very. Cause I have mixed feelings. I'm gonna call shots. I don't care because I don't want to work with him. I won't ever work with him, but I respect for what he is and his success. Like a Logic, like I've seen him steal from Kendrick solely. Like there is literally Reddit threads on breaking the shit down.
Yeah.
And like it's just like I want something to believe in. So when I see artists there when I see people there like show love to Logic, I'm like, I guess. Like, he's a dope rapper, but like the image, I just don't move by it. Because this just seems like he was trying to get accepted. And in his final album, he says, yo, I was looking for acceptance. I was wilding. And I'm like, duh, you know, like, of course. So you finding that out at like 30, 31, like, congrats to you. But at the same time, if you're going to tell someone, you know, a kid like that, and all these kids, all the you tell them that immediately. Because you get trapped. And it's very dark. It's a very deep hole, very deep ditch when you're just trying to climb out of your parents' expectations or a relationship expectation or a belief that your work or your job believes in that you don't. Like, it's just all those things. So, yeah.
Staying true is everything, right?
Very. Staying true, stay silent, isolated, and it'll come. It'll just come to you. Right. In comparison to just searching for it every day. Searching for peace, searching for it in a blunt, you know, searching for it in a drug, searching for it and you know, sex. Like, it's just like I indulge in, I indulge in all those things and made me crazier. Yeah. So it's like, it's literally still something I'm fighting to this day. I'll talk to Lugo about it all the time. So.
And you can lose yourself. Don't get it twisted. You can lose yourself, right? But at the end of the day, it's when you come back to yourself. Yeah. You don't have to find something that's deeper than what you already are, because that's who you are. You know?
Yeah. And it's fire. It's fire. People will listen. People will know. When the time comes, they'll know.
I'm hoping so, man. I'm hoping so. But to wrap this all up, we're gonna also do a game. We're gonna mention that later on. But so, what do you wish to accomplish? I mean, it don't gotta be necessarily music. I know you said you want to work with us, right? But is there anything outside of music, even if it has to do with music, that you want to accomplish?
Outside of music, biggest thing is giving back to the community. But I know what has to happen is a belief in a statement, you know, belief in what I'm going for, what I'm aiming for. So my focus right now is to make music that is timeless, that shifts and makes an indent on the history of what music's about and a moment that can literally just be remembered forever for somebody. For somebody. So, like Asheroth, maybe I don't check up on him now, but I'll never forget, you know, the name and what he did and what the moment was. So that feeling is amazing. And then once, because I don't care to be in the catalog of the best rapper alive, because that's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. I hear Jay Kendrick rap, and that's just what they do, you know? It's like, so like, my focus is literally just to make an indentation into the game, and then be able to network. I'm a smart guy. I've connected a lot with people. I've had a lot of scenarios, a lot of mentors, a lot of people. So like, make bread and other outlets and create foundations, communities, and indulge into the art, back into, you know, people here that.
And that's what you were trying to get across, like, more so when people think of Meech, not necessarily their music, but the person.
Right.
That's what you're trying to accomplish.
Simple. So that's literally, that's my focus. That's my hope. That's the mission. Yeah.
Word. But we're gonna get into this game.
What's this game?
I'm calling it a new name. It's not like no regular just game. Okay. It's called 60 for 60. Shout out ESPN.
Okay.
I see the flip. It's not 60 questions. I mean, necessarily just questions under 60 seconds.
Okay. All right, bet.
All right. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it. We're gonna do this real quick. We're gonna get this done.
You did this for Luke? Huh? You did this for Luke?
Yeah. Did we not do it for Luke?
Okay. I was supposed to do it for Luke the first time, but Luke had to go.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, because I was like, didn't we already have this organized?
Okay.
I got this on my notepad, so don't worry. Because I got specific questions for him. Yeah. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's do this.
This camera's almost dead. So.
Camera's almost dead?
All right,
it's only 60 seconds.
Yeah, we good. We about to wrap it up.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. All right, let's go. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite food?
Right, brown rice.
All right, favorite movie?
Dark Knight.
Favorite song?
Pass.
Okay. Relationship or single life?
Single.
Okay, favorite sneaker brand?
New Balance.
All right, sober or non-sober?
Middle.
Okay. Favorite clothing brand?
Anything BB drops.
Favorite TV show?
Wayne's Brothers.
Favorite snack?
Fruit snacks.
So if you were to pick basketball teammates, Ricky or Lord?
Oh, Felix. Lord Felix. That's my guy. 2-man game.
Wait, why not Ricky? Put him in the post.
Nah, move on.
All right. Well, you did it.
Move on.
So.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you need.
We can shoot. Can you shoot? Is that what?
Pick and roll.
Pick and roll?
Yeah, bro. Trust me.
Lord can pick and roll?
Lord, yeah, that's my guy.
Okay. I feel like Ricky. Listen,
No, don't
we
worry.
can do this 2v2.
No, Ricky a coach.
Shout out Ricky. Listen, Ricky, you on my team.
Coach K, man.
Ricky on my team.
Ricky,
Alright?
Coach K.
All right, but we're gonna end it here, man. It was a pleasure. Really, real talk. It was a pleasure.
The goals and aspirations.
Oh,
The goals and aspirations.
that's what did you want to accomplish? He said he wanted to do.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
Come on, dude. Oh, the platform part. Okay.
What
My bad, my bad.
Okay.
My bad. This is the golden question. All right, this is the
Okay.
golden question. I should have asked this in the beginning.
Okay.
How do you feel about our platform, man?
Oh, in general, what y'all doing?
Yeah. What we
Y'all
doing?
working. Y'all getting it right, and it's very pure. It's authentic and it's creative. It's an innovative perspective y'all going at, and I pray that because I've seen a lot of brands start this way too, and they shift due to the wave that is being created from another outlet you guys are probably inspired by, and that's the biggest thing. Like I hope, just don't do that.
Yeah.
But I'm just a man. Word to Socrates. I'm just a man, you know. So y'all can do whatever you want with your human well. But I could just put it like this: if you could get 3-4 people from Van Buren to say, yeah, like to me, you're doing something right as people, not even just as a platform, you know. Because it's not like you guys have 1 billion followers either. It's a great pure platform that drops great content, and just keep doing that and. Work with the right artists, because I also don't want to see y'all interviewing my mother, you know. Everyone is their mother, you know, because that gets annoying too. You want to be very, very variable to the market in different content.
Cool.
So yeah.
That's definitely
Y'all
great
spazzing.
insight. Yeah.
But how you say it in total? The platform is it do
over don't. Yeah, it's all
do
together.
over don't.
Do
Okay.
over don't. I know it's like Dover don't or
Yeah,
Dover
that's
don't.
right. 'Cause I thought it was Dover. I'm like Dover. I'm like, all right. But nah, do over don't.
Shout out
Yeah.
do or
Shout out
don't.
the gang. I appreciate you.
But honestly, man, that was probably the realest stuff we heard. If anything, man, I know when I go about my interviews, I know off camera, whatever it is, we want authenticity. That is everything.
Yeah, for sure.
To me,
For sure.
fuck. Excuse my language, but fuck the following.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, for
For
real.
sure.
Because honestly, when it's all said and done, it will come.
Yeah, they're gonna come.
So
Especially if y'all doing what y'all doing right
Yeah.
now, which is it's just y'all. It's just you being authentically yourself, spiritually, just not trying to fit into that.
exactly.
Y'all good, man. Y'all lit.
But
I appreciate you.
yeah,
man.
of course, dog. Anytime. Shout out Meech. Make sure you check him out
Just know.
on Instagram, SoundCloud.
Meech_bold, SoundCloud, all streaming platforms. I'll be back soon, I promise, on all streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
Videos coming soon.
Yep.
New music coming soon. I'm not gonna say when.
Yeah.
But just know, I shall supply the market with beautiful art that y'all will love, man.
Exactly. With that being said,
Michael.
all right. With that being said, man, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. All right. Much love. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you. Peace. All right.
Hey.
It go like blast up. Sip the drink, I'ma leave, put my mask on. Steal your heart in a week, bring the test for us. How you mad?